Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I'm sure you're thrilled to be here. The title's what brought you here, right? How to scale an accounting firm step by step. You're probably thinking, finally, someone's going to show me how to do that. Well, listen, we do offer tax, bookkeeping, advisory certifications to offset what you're already doing. So go check us out at Universal Accounting Center. Make sure you like and subscribe. Look, guys, most accounting firms never scale, right? The owner's acting like an employee inside of the business, okay? And that's a problem. All busy. What are you doing? Answering emails, doing bookkeeping, fixing mistakes, handling every client yourself, right? Well, guys, that's not how you're going to scale, right? You want to know how to bring in more money? I'm going to teach you. In this video, I'm going to show you the exact process to scale an accounting firm step by step, how to get clients, how to structure your offers, how to price, how to hire, how to build systems, how to increase revenue per client. My gosh, how many more? How much more am I going to teach you today? Oh, and obviously how to stop being the bottleneck, okay? So it's not motivational fluff. I'm going to teach you the real process, so make sure you grab your notebook here, okay? Step one. Number one, guys, just pick a simple offer. Most firms never scale because they offer too many things. When you start, keep it simple. Start with one core service. Example, all right? Monthly bookkeeping, tax preparation, or payroll. That's it. Why? Because, guys, scaling requires repetition. Repetition creates speed, confidence, systems, better training, better marketing. If every client's different, okay, you cannot scale. Here's an example offer for you, okay? Monthly bookkeeping for service businesses under $12 million in revenue. Now your marketing becomes easier. Your sales become easier. Your systems become easier. Specific businesses scale faster. Okay, so number one thing, guys, you got to get good at just make the offer simple. All right, then we're going to create a monthly package. Do not just charge randomly hour, okay? We're not just going to charge. It's just going to go on forever and forever and ever and ever if you price hourly, okay? I can't even wrap my head around it. It's nuts. Quit doing it, all right? So build these monthly packages out. Here's an example for you. You can do a basic package, monthly reconciliations, financial reports, email support. Then you got mid-tier. You know, everything above, payroll, monthly strategy call, and then we got the high tier CFO advisory, cash flow planning, KPI tracking, profit strategy. Guys, why does this scale? Because monthly reoccurring revenue creates predictable income. So look, if you get 20 clients at $500 a month, that's $10,000 a month in reoccurring, right? So what happens is the business now becomes stable. This is the psychology behind that, right? Business owners stay longer when they feel supported consistently. Okay? All right, let's move to the next one. Step 3, get clients every single week. Here's where most accountants fail, all right? You rely on referrals only, hope, random networking, and that's not a system. You need daily lead generation, okay? And the fastest way to get that is Facebook content, LinkedIn content, local business networking, referral systems, cold outreach, okay? Check out one of my videos. Got a ton of them. Teach you how to do that. Follow-up. Teach you how to do that also. You got to get good at that. The thing with this is the key is consistency, okay? And most accountants, you quit too early. It really, with anything, most people quit too early. Here's what I need you to focus on. Here's what to post, okay? Tax mistakes business owners make. Cash flow tips, profit tips, we got business write-offs, bookkeeping mistakes, business owner education. And what you're doing with those posts is you're building authority, okay? And authority lowers resistance in sales. So what's the psychology behind that, guys? That people buy from people they trust, okay? And that teaching builds trust. Don't want to teach too much, but obviously you need to educate them on the value of what they're getting ready to roll with, right? Step 4, this is probably the most important thing that people neglect, okay? You need to learn how to sell, okay? You need to learn how to sell. And this is where the firm either explodes or stays tiny forever. You must learn discovery calls. You must stop info dumping. Instead, ask questions, guys. Hey, what made you start looking for help? What's the biggest frustration with your books right now? How much time is this costing you every month? What happens if this problem continues every year? Now, what that does is that creates emotion, and people buy emotionally and then they justify logically. Then tie your service to the result. Not we categorize transactions like some dorky robot, right? Instead, we help business owners finally understand their numbers so they can make smarter decisions and stop losing money, right? Now, that's the big difference, okay? Here's step 5, write it down. Create a client onboarding system. Create a client onboarding system. Go ahead and write that down. All right, listen, guys, the moment you get clients, you need onboarding. Okay, and if onboarding feels chaotic, scaling is going to die. Now, the whole point is I need to learn how to scale. Know that if my onboarding feels chaotic, by scaling, I'm going reverse. Okay, so what you need to do is create welcome email templates, checklists, required documents list, CRM stages, shared folders, client expectations. Every client should go through the same process. It shouldn't be because it's your brother or your uncle or you know this guy or whatever, right? No, it's the same process every time. Now, what's that do? That reduces confusion, mistakes, stress, client frustration, all of the things that matter, and it allows employees to help later. Okay, step 6, you need to document everything. This step almost nobody does. Okay, every time you do something, you need to record it. You guys, you can use Loom, Scribe How, SOP documents, checklists, right? It doesn't matter. You need to document how to reconcile accounts, how to onboard clients, how to answer common questions, how to process payroll, how to prepare returns. Now, why? Because if the process only exists in your head, you are the bottleneck, okay? You need a system, and a system that creates scalability, okay? Number 7, write it down. Hire your first team member. Hire multiple team members. You got one system, repeat it on a different scale, higher scale, right? Common sense. Guys, here's the mistakes that people are making, all right? People wait. You guys wait until you're drowning. You accountants, you wait until you're drowning, okay? You need to hire early. Get ahead of the curve, right? If your goal is to grow, get ahead of it. So what you need to do is your first hires are going to usually be admin support. You got bookkeepers, tax preparers, client support. But do not just throw them into the chaos, okay? Make sure you give them good training, SOPs, KPIs, clear expectations, some example KPIs, okay? Like, look, guys, turnaround time, accuracy, client response time, number of accounts completed. What gets measured improves. What gets measured improves. What gets measured improves. You need to burn that into your brain, all right? Number 8, write it down. Increase revenue per client. If you're not writing down these steps and you're missing one, that's only going to affect you, right? I can't do the work for you. Okay, so write it down. Learn how to do it. Increase revenue per client. Step 8. Scaling is not just more clients. Elite firms increase value per client. Okay? So it's not about just more clients. It's about the more I can do per client, the more I'll get paid. Okay? Some example upsells for you. Guys, your payroll, the tax planning, the advisory that you're not doing for whatever reason, I don't understand. The advisory, the CFO services, okay? Entity setup, budgeting, profit consulting. This is huge psychology. Existing clients trust you more than strangers do, right? It's easier to sell more to current clients than consistently finding new ones. So add more value, get more certifications, buy them from Universal Accounting Center. You can literally talk to me, you can buy them from me. How cool is that, right? Transition into advisory. Here we go with what I'm talking about. This is where firms become highly profitable. We offer the Profit and Growth Certification. Advisory, right? You learn to tell the story behind the numbers and help the profit grow. You make $2,000 per engagement for that. So you offer bookkeeping $500, now it's $2,500. You're helping someone make $10,000. They don't mind paying you too. Be real about things, right? So most business owners do not understand profit, cash flow, KPIs, forecasting. You have to understand that's your opportunity. So instead of reporting numbers, teach clients what the numbers mean, right? Here's an example for you. Your labor costs increased 18% over the last quarter. Here's how we can improve margins. Now that's advisory. That's where firms start charging premium pricing because now you're helping make decisions, not just organizing transactions, recording the data month to month, right? You're actually telling the story, not reporting the past. You're shaping the future now. Number 10, look, become the CEO, right? Eventually you stop just doing it. You must stop doing everything, okay? And your role changes into that leadership, the vision, the sales, the recruiting, the training, the growth strategy. The biggest mindset shift is you need to stop thinking like a worker and start thinking like an owner. Ask yourself daily, what can I remove myself from? Okay, and that is scaling. Delegate the responsibilities, run systems, hire people, and really grow the business. What stands in the way becomes the way. Marcus Aurelius, pulling right from it, right? The impediment to action is action, right? All right, so you just got to stop living in your head and live in reality. Go out and do the things and quit being so scared of action. So, guys, just remember, scaling a firm is definitely not going to be a magical thing. All right, it's systems, it's sales, leadership, consistency, and learning how to build a business instead of just doing accounting work. You need to work on the business, not in the business as much. So most firms stay small because the owner refuses to evolve. But if you build reoccurring revenue, learn sales, create systems, hire correctly, increase client value, you can build a real firm and not just have another stressful job. So hope you guys like this video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey, keep winning.